A common challenge many DevOps teams face is managing complex multi-cloud workflows. Whether you're deploying to Kubernetes clusters or automating system tests across different environments, coordinating these tasks can be daunting. Traditional tools often rely on manual configuration, which not only slows down delivery, but also increases the risk of errors and downtime. This is where Kestra steps in, a powerful open-source orchestration platform that provides a unified way to define, run, and monitor your workflows. And in this sponsored collaboration with Kestra, we'll explore how it simplifies DevOps automation using declarative YAML. I'll walk you through Kestra's setup and UI, then build a real-world example, an orchestrated S3 backup flow with built-in validation and Slack notifications. If you'd like to try Kestra for yourself, check out the link below to get started locally or on Kubernetes. And thanks again to Kestra for sponsoring this deep dive. In DevOps, automation means using software to execute a specific task without human intervention, typically through scripts, tools, or configuration files. Let's say your development team pushes new code to GitHub. Without automation, every time a developer merges a change, someone from the operations team would have to log into the server, pull the latest code, build the app, restart the server or service. That's time-consuming and error-prone. With automation in place, you can write a CI/CD pipeline. For example, GitHub Actions that does all this automatically. Now, whenever code is pushed to the main branch, GitHub Actions automatically checks out the code, installs dependencies, runs tests, and deploys the app using a script. No one needs to log in or manually trigger anything. The whole process is automated, but this is task-level automation. And while it's powerful, it only covers isolated tasks or pipelines. So, while automation handles individual tasks, orchestration coordinates multiple automated tasks across systems in the right order with the right conditions, and handles things like dependencies, retries, branching, and monitoring. Let's say you need to provision cloud infrastructure using Terraform or Ansible, deploy the latest application version via Docker or Kubernetes, run integration tests in multiple AWS regions, notify the team in Slack if it fails, or move to the next environment if it passes. Each of these steps might already be automated, but you still need something to orchestrate them, ensuring they happen in sequence or parallel. Data output from one step is passed to the next. Failures are handled with retries or alerts, and logs and metrics are tracked. With Kestra, you could define all this in a single YAML file. Kestra is an open-source, cloud-native orchestration platform built for DevOps and data workflows. It brings infrastructure as code principles to automation. You define every workflow in declarative YAML files, treating automation config as code, and store them in Git. Kestra's architecture is event-driven and API-first, meaning workflows can be triggered by schedules, webhooks, message queues, or on-demand via API. Alright, let's get started with Kestra. It offers a quick Docker-based setup. No sign-up, no cloud config. In your terminal, just run this. Then open your browser and go to localhost 8080. You'll see Kestra's full-featured dashboard with sections for flows, executions, logs, and a visual topology view. Let's walk through the UI real quick. On the left, you've got your navigation, flows, executions, logs, and templates. In the center, the workspace for authoring and managing workflows. Now let's create our first simple workflow. This is a minimal flow written in declarative YAML. It simply prints a message every hour. We've defined a flow with an ID and namespace. There's one task here, greeting, which logs a simple message, and it's scheduled to run hourly. Now instead of running it every hour, I've updated the trigger to run every second, using a custom cron expression with seconds enabled. Perfect for quick feedback while testing. What's powerful is this. Kestra reads this YAML and turns it into a fully observable, schedulable workflow. You can trigger it manually, watch logs in real time, and view its execution graph. That was our first simple workflow, a scheduled task that logs a message. Great for understanding the basics of Kestra's UI and YAML structure. Alright, that was fun for testing, but let's switch it back to hourly so we don't flood the logs. Just changing the cron expression back to @hourly and we're good. But now, let's level up and see what Kestra can really do in a real-world scenario. Imagine you're responsible for backing up critical data from one S3 bucket to another, validating that the backup succeeded, and notifying your team, all without touching a terminal or writing custom scripts. That's exactly what we're about to build next. So let's walk through the YAML, set up our AWS buckets, and watch Kestra orchestrate the whole process from end to end. This flow does more than just copy data. It checks, backs up, validates, and notifies. First, Kestra lists all the files in our source S3 bucket. Think of it like taking inventory, getting all the file names we need to back up. Next, we extract just the keys, that's the file paths, and save them into a text file. This gives us a clean list to work with. Then comes the cool part. We loop through every file key in that list and copy it over to our destination bucket. Each file lands under a folder named with the execution ID. So backups are always organized and traceable. After the copying is done, Kestra lists all the files in the destination bucket. Now we compare both sides, source and destination, to make sure nothing's missing. If the counts match, the backup's validated. If they don't, we raise a flag with an error. And finally, Kestra sends a message to Slack telling us whether the backup succeeded or failed, right in the channel we care about. So end to end, we list, extract, copy, validate, and notify. All declarative, all repeatable, all hands-free. Now, copying files between buckets is automation, but Kestra lets us turn this into an orchestrated workflow with scheduling, retries, monitoring, notifications, and parallel execution. With just a few lines of YAML, we've built a fully orchestrated, fault-aware S3 backup workflow with pre-checks, retriable steps, validation, and notification. Exactly what you'd expect in a real DevOps environment. And since it's declarative, you can version it in Git, reuse across environments, and trigger it on a schedule or event. I've created two S3 buckets in my AWS account, one named Source Bucket Kestra Demo, which holds our original files, and another called Destination Bucket Kestra Demo, where we'll store the backups. You can upload a few sample files to the source bucket, just some text files or small images to simulate real-world data. Kestra needs permission to access these buckets. Since I'm running Kestra locally with Docker, I've set my AWS access key ID and AWS secret access key as environment variables. You can also use a credentials file or IAM role if you're deploying on a cloud instance. And yes, Kestra's AWS plugins automatically use those credentials, so no need to configure anything in the YAML itself. Now, let's go back to Kestra and hit run on our orchestrated S3 backup flow. Here we go. List source is running, pulling all objects from the source S3 bucket. Now extract keys is looping through the object list and writing each key to a file. Debug outputs is for quickly exposing intermediate results. Read keys loads the key list and splits it into individual entries. That feeds directly into backup, and you can see the copy file steps branching out in parallel, copying each file to the destination bucket. Files are in, list destination checks what's now inside the backup path. Validate counts compares both sides, source and destination, making sure the number of files match. All good there. And finally, notify fires, sending a Slack message to confirm that the backup completed successfully. And just to confirm, let's check the destination bucket in AWS. There you go. All files copied successfully and everything tracked through Kestra's UI, logs, retries, topology, and notifications. What you just saw is real orchestration in action. A multi-step, fault-aware workflow, fully observable, fully reusable, and written entirely in declarative YAML. Now beyond this demo, Kestra is already being used in production by engineering teams around the world. One company swapped out its legacy orchestrator and now runs multi-region deployments using Kestra. Another team built a fully automated system testing pipeline, ensuring every software update is validated before hitting production. These examples show how flexible and powerful Kestra is. It's open source, modular, and ready for serious workloads. There are plenty of orchestration tools out there: Rundeck, Argo, Jenkins, even VMware Aria. But Kestra stands out by blending the best of DevOps automation and data pipeline orchestration. First, it's fully declarative. You define workflows as version-controlled YAML, perfect for GitOps and CI/CD. It's also event-driven. You can trigger flows from schedules, webhooks, file drops without writing glue code. Kestra is built to scale, powered by Kafka and Elasticsearch. It can handle thousands of parallel tasks with ease, something many legacy tools struggle with. And it integrates deeply with tools like Ansible and Python. So you're not just triggering scripts, you're orchestrating full, multi-step automation pipelines. Best of all, it's open source, Apache 2.0 with no licensing fees, making it a powerful and cost-effective alternative to enterprise suites. I encourage you to visit Kestra's GitHub repository and consider starting in the project. And if you enjoyed this demo, make sure to subscribe and click the notification bell for more in-depth DevOps tool tutorials.